Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to yet another edition of the medium to long range forecast here at East Coast Weather Authority. And right now, we see lots of blue up here in the Northeast. This is actually a blizzard up here in New England. This is going to get ramping up here or dying down in the next 24 hours or so, I should say. But lots of snow through here. So cold is going to continue from Tuesday into Wednesday this week. We're looking at the GEFS ensemble here, average run of a bunch of different perturbed model members is what this is. And we're looking at another storm system out here on the west coast that's going to get ready to crash into California. Really cool down in Florida. Not a whole lot to work with in the way of any type of heat there. Wednesday is going to be quite a chilly day. And the west is going to get pounded with another big storm here. Lots of rain, higher elevations of California mountains and in the Sierra out here. Some pretty decent snows up here, especially in the areas of the mountains as you head into California. So lots of truckers going to be running into issues out here in Western California more than likely. This low bombs out and takes off and is out of the picture pretty much by Thursday, but it's still going to be a little bit chilly here in the east, and it's going to continue into maybe Thursday, but by Thursday, later in the day, it's going to start to warm up as the days are getting longer, and by Friday, the cold should really start to kind of fade away a little bit out there, here, I should say. Still a big issue of below normal temperatures out here and sogginess and lots of rain and situations out here in California, especially San Francisco, all the way down into Los Angeles. Looks like the central part of the country dries out and warms up a little bit. Maybe some spring-like temperatures start to nose their way up into the upper plains here as we start to go into the 18th or so. And then here comes the storminess across the western half of the United States, all the way from Texas up into the plains. Still not the most ideal weather in the west there, very unsettled. Storm track is going to be up into California all the way into the 20th or so. And we're looking at the potential for another northeast storm here. More than likely, this is going to be all rain for the south and snow probably only around this line right here. This line right here northward is where the snow is going to be on the 20th next week. And that's what we're thinking. We sent out an email to our premium subscribers tonight, actually. So if you want to get on that train, shoot us a message on our Facebook page, which is East Coast Weather Authority, and we'll get you signed up. So below normal temperatures, much below normal temperatures as we go into the 21st of next week after that storm exits. Texas all the way up into Oklahoma and into the middle part of the country, going to start warming up here. It's going to remain a little dry here across Texas. Still stormy and unsettled out west. They're going to be in a very active pattern out there out west, not totally unheard of for March. And this is into the 23rd or so. And then we look at where we get a ridge down here all the way in Mexico, but then we have a combination of trophiness up here combined with other trophiness here. So it looks like it's going to remain cold and active at least into the 24th or so into later this month. And it looks like it's just going to remain that way. No signs of any ridging, maybe a little bit of a ridge here starting to pop up across the eastern United States as we go into the 29th or so. But the confidence on that isn't really that great. But this could be signs of spring starting to sprung, or spring starting to spring itself, I should say, into the 29th or the 30th or so. But really the rest of the month is not looking really that warm. It's looking really cold. We can show you on the temperature anomalies here into the after the 20th, after that storm exits, next week's storm up in the northeast exits, gets cold here in the eastern part of the United States. This is all well below normal temperatures, especially in the east, and it makes it all the way down to Miami there. So that's going to be quite impressive as we go into the 22nd or so. And that's going to remain the story all the way into the 24th, still unsettled out there in the west, but really cold air is just going to remain up there available to tap so it can move into the eastern part of the United States. According to this, it's looking like it's going to be cold all the way through the 29th or so, and that's what we could be looking at. Now, what about precipitation here? We're looking at through the 29th or so, We're looking at some pretty good rains out here in the west in California, especially San Francisco, and the higher elevations here is going to get buried with more snow because the Pacific jet stream is going to be open for business, and it's just going to bring storms after storm after storm all the way into the western part of the United States. It goes like this, and then it comes back down over this way. So we're going to be getting what's left over as far as a storm track goes. But it looks like a lot of the rain is going to be focused in the Tennessee Valley, all the way down to the deep south, including Atlanta here in the North Carolina mountains. And it looks like we're going to remain wet here across the east. It looks like not quite as wet as, or as quite as dry as Florida down here. They're going to be dry. But really, it looks like the rain really likes to stay to the west of the mountains here, and because the storm systems are going to be hitting this, and they're going to be bringing out the moisture just like a washcloth into the 26th or so, or even before then. For the rest of this month, remains very active and wet, especially in the west and the east through the end of March. That's the long range outlook for now. I am meteorologist Mike Griffith. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel so that we can actually survive and live. So below here, make sure that you click on the subscribe button and make sure that you like the video also. But it's more important that you subscribe and share this video with your friends. And we thank you very much for watching. Have a good week, everybody. I'll be traveling down to South Carolina from Charlotte and back, so I should be back later this week. Everybody enjoy, and I wish you well.